so I got the chance to go see American Underdog a little bit early. This is a story about Kirk Warner. We all know the famous Los Angeles Rams or NFL quarterback. This is the story of his life and it stars Zachary Levi. This movie is just a little under 2 hours. I think it's about like an hour and 52 minutes long. But of course, it's the story about how he made it to the NFL and his stripes and hard times getting there, especially too with his wife Brenda. That we get to see a lot just about how he made it to the NFL and his journey to there. So without further ado, let me get into my review for American Underdog, which launches in theaters on Christmas Day. So this film is decently shot. I found that there is quite a bit of cuts that sometimes were a little bit unnecessary, and I found too that sometimes it might have brushed a little bit over some of Kurt's story in terms of just his journey with the Rams and just some of the hard times that he had with his wife. And there's just some parts of the movie that felt a little fast-paced, or it jumped over a lot of history. And I might have added a little more depth to the characters in this film, the teams, and just kind of the atmosphere of the NFL. But when it came to like the big games, when he was in arena football or whether it was in the games that they had in the NFL, it was very, very fun to watch. And they definitely had the scope and scale and just kind of the nerves of him stepping into the role that he had to in a very, very well done way. And I thought the history of this film was great. And it is a really great, fantastic story that they're able to put on the screen here. Zachary Levi brings everything that he needed to in terms of comedy, in terms of emotion, in terms of playfulness, and also too his skills of just showing what a leader should look like and act like. He did a great job portraying Kurtz in this movie, and I just thought that it was a really, really well done performance by Zachary. And it's a movie that I know I'm going to enjoy watching kind of down the line because it has all the elements of what makes a sport film a great sport film. It was very fun to watch. I will say that I have seen way better sports films. Like, I'm not trying to knock the story at all, but just in terms of how it was filmed and some of the emotion that they bring, I felt like if this had spent a little bit more time in certain places and less in others, it would have just kind of brought home all the stripes that he had to go through and just made it more of a leadership story and more of like a heartfelt story about his family. Like I said, it's just like some of the history feels a little bit lost here in the film, but I don't know the full story, of course. I just wish that they would have spent a little more time with the dialogue to build that up. And just, of course, too, some of the football scenes have been way better shot in other sports films. I've kind of set the standard for that. So this was a very fantastic movie. If anyone's a fan of Kurtz or just NFL movies, football movies, or just sports movies in general, this is kind of right up your alley because it has all the formulas of making what a great sports film should be and what it should look like. With all this taken together, I did really enjoy my time with this film. I thought it was a fun little 2 hours, and you did get to learn a lot about him that I at least didn't know beforehand, and just very well acted, very well scored. There is great music in this, and everyone, not just Zachary, brought a lot to the performances of this. It was exciting watching the football that they were able to film on screen, and I thought they did some really cool things where you would have scenes where Zachary Levi would act it out, and of course everyone else acting out the scenes, but then they would show actual game footage from what actually happened in the game, and I just thought they transitioned that very, very well, and it was fun to watch in that way. So without further ado, that is why I'm going to give American Underdog a 7 out of 10. I do highly recommend it to any sports fan, and like I said, it's just little reasons that I found other sports films did a lot of the things this film did way better, and that's why the score is a little bit down there, but it is fantastic, and I do highly recommend it. So if you've seen this film, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. And if you like this review, you can check out all my other reviews on my channel and everything else I do on my channel through my playlist down below. And I'll list them up top here. Give me a little thumbs up if you like the video, of course, and subscribe, turn on the ringer on if you want to know when I upload new videos. If you want to check out everything I do Twitch and live stream wise, there's a link to that in my bio and also the bio of this video, and in both of those places there's links to my Discord, the Media Mountain, where we talk about movies, video games, TV, comic books, pretty much everything that's awesome in this world. So you can definitely join that amazing community, help make it even more amazing than it is already, and yeah, it's just awesome, guys.